That right there, that's New York, New York. And it looks excellent right there. We're not playing playoff football around these parts. Either they're in Manhattan or on the other side of the river. But we're going to be watching it moving into the weekend. Things are getting serious, folks. The NFL divisional round is here. Trips to the conference championship games are on the line this weekend. Home field advantage. That's the reason that you win regular season games, so you qualify for the playoffs and play them at home. It's going to be present in a couple of the games this weekend. That's Lumen Field. One seed Seahawks on the NFC side. They'll be playing some playoff football. Big game right there. Fox Weather has you covered with the ROWI forecast, the risk of weather impact. And here with additional insight is our guy, our guru, senior NFL writer for Outkick, Armando Salguero. Armando, I'm always excited to talk football with you, maybe no more so than today. This is a big weekend. We got to start, no disrespect to the Saturday games, and not because I'm a New England guy, I know. We have to start Houston and New England. The two big weather games come Sunday. What are you thinking here? Because it'll be cold, and we've got the possibility, particularly through the second half of the game, that we got some snow in the mix.
Well, first of all, we got to start with getting my status correct. I'm not going to be your guru. I want to be your Sherpa. I want to be a Sherpa, if that's okay with you. And I'm going to guide you to the New England game. Those are two very hot teams, the Texans and the New England Patriots. The Texans have won 10 out of 11 games. The Patriots have won 13 out of 14 games. And I know you're worried about the weather. Look, CJ Stroud played at Ohio State.
Yeah.
He's the quarterback for the Texans.
He's going to be fine. Dome team.
He's going to be fine with the weather, right? It's good. And by the way, the Texans in Houston beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh last week. And it wasn't warm in Pittsburgh last week.
I get it. No Nico Collins on the Houston offensive side. We got Christian Gonzalez back. I think that's going to help us out. ROWI is medium. That's going to be the most interesting forecast to watch. While we're talking about dome teams, though, going to cold weather to play playoff games, it's no more so than the next one. Sunday night, the Rams go from Southern California to the Windy City, to Soldier Field. Armando, to call this game cold, it's not generationally cold, but it's teens with feels like temperatures in the low single numbers. Matt Stafford's throwing hand, he's got a sprained finger. This is most certainly going to have an impact on the game.
100%. As Ben Johnson, the head coach of the Bears, noted, this will be the coldest game that the Los Angeles Rams will play this year. Is that Ben Johnson trying to psych out the Los Angeles Rams? Maybe. He failed to mention that it's the second coldest game that the Bears will play this year.
Fair.
So it's going to be cold for both of these teams. I would say to you that Matt Stafford and his throwing hand, I'm not too worried about that. It's the pointer finger. He normally creates, velocity with his middle finger. So I'm not worried about that. I'm also not worried about the cold for him. He played in the NFC North for 12 years against the Bears and against the Green Bay Packers. So he's fine. Devontae Adams, his best receiver, he played for Green Bay for 8 years. They're aware that it's cold.
Yeah, you are making good points. And, Stafford, massive sample size. Guy's been around forever, playing at the highest of levels. He's an MVP frontrunner, him and Drake May. Don't get me started on that. That was actually going to be my next question for you, though. Everybody's talking about the weather impacts. Is it a little bit overblown? I mean, Pro Football Reference, they said since 2000, dome teams that play in near freezing or sub-freezing, they're 2-15. Which that percentage is 12. I know I don't say the number 12 to a Miami Dolphins fan and not expect to, elicit a response there, but that's significant, a 12% win percentage.
Yeah, no, look, I'm not a Dolphins fan. I'm a fan of whoever wins.
Yeah.
And lately it hasn't been the Dolphins. I'm a fan of me and the good story. So
Yes.
there's that. Um, Obviously, weather is a factor, right? Because teams that don't practice in it generally don't play well in it. But what we get away from is that all these teams have bubbles, Ian.
Yep.
This time of year, they're all in the bubble during the week. So, it's give and take.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'm curious to see how this all plays out. Everyone's saying hammer the under and this and that. The number is always the number for a reason. It's a curious weekend of NFL playoff football. There are two games, less weather impacted, Buffalo and Denver. I would have loved to have seen a game downwind of Lake Erie. The game's in the Mile High City, which has been mild. Who do you like in this game?
Yeah, so the Bills are going to Denver to warm up because right, it's colder in Buffalo than it is in Denver right
True.
now, from what I
Strange,
understand.
but true.
Josh Allen, weather, patooey. He doesn't care about weather. He plays in Buffalo. He played college ball in Wyoming. Weather.
Yeah.
Come on. And he is the best player on the field. So we'll see about that.
Armando, we got like 30 seconds left. The last game actually features the best weather. San Fran and Seattle up in the Pac Northwest. That's a big game right there.
Yeah, these two teams have split their games this year. Seattle scored 13 points in both of their games. So can the San Francisco 49ers, find 14 points to maybe win this one?
Yeah, Sam Darnold found his way to the injury report in a bye week. So we'll see what plays out with that. But this time of the year, it's going to be great football. That's senior NFL Outkick writer Armando Salguero. Great to see you. Looking forward to chatting next week. I hope we're talking about the Patriots still. That's going to do it for this hour of Fox Weather Now. We'll be right back.